Maybe MJ was right. Why would the city need me when it has you?
Yo, what's going on, guys? So Miles Morales is the main Spider-Man from now on, says Marvel's Spiderman 2 devs. So Insomniac Games is really just showing its hand now and giving the audience exactly what they truly want. The replacement, dethroning, and ultimate disrespect of Peter Privileged Parker.
He needs you. I need you. Your dreams are just as important as mine. I never want your life to be worse to make mine better.
To those who cry out and claim in the comments that we are just overreacting by labeling this game as woke, and that woke is a meaningless term, is the canceling of Peter as the main Spider-Man from his own games enough to bonk you on the head and wake you up to the reality of politically driven narratives forced into entertainment?
Want that thing that you feel comfortable with. You want that comfort food. You want that thing you grew up with and loved. And it's finding those opportunities to inject some of the other stuff.
Although this was a pretty concrete ending that made it fairly clear that Peter Parker was going to be taking a backseat and finally getting on with his own life in potential future Spider-Man games, Spider-Man 2's narrative director Ben Arferman and advanced writer Brittany Morris have expanded on the ending more in a recent interview with Gizmodo. When asked if the team always knew that it always wanted to have Miles become the main Spider-Man at the end of the game, Morris confirmed that is how he's being viewed, saying, "It always felt very natural, and I think we all collectively thought it would happen. To me, it shows a great deal of evolution for Miles. At the beginning of the game, we see him struggling to figure out what he wants to do with his life. By the end, we had Miles carrying the burden of saving the city, and also carrying Pete when Pete wasn't strong enough to carry himself at various points because he's a weak bitch."
Being able to take these ideas and own them and make them so much better.
Wait a sec, so it was a very natural progression. Why is this worded like this story is just being magically written by no one? Like it's just stone tablets falling from the sky? It is natural because the dethroning and disgrace of Peter was always in the back of these ideological zealot writers' brains. It's a confession to the initial intentions. It's just happening naturally. Whoopsie daisy, sorry about that. This is the choice that is being made on purpose, quite obviously. This isn't just happening. The public would openly accept 10 Peter Parker Spider-Man games with decent villains and gameplay without ever getting tired of him, if given the chance. People will never tire of Bruce Wayne or Peter Parker, ever. Period. End of story. There was 4 different Arkham games before they decided to switch it up and make Gotham Knights instead of an Arkham game, which is what everybody wanted, and that ended up being an abomination. So undoing Peter Parker just after 2 games isn't the wisest decision. For those of you who are going to cry out, "Oh, you're just racist," or whatever endlessly repeated meaningless accusatory buzzword followed by a stupid straw man, I'm a fan of the Into the Spider-Verse films. They are well done, unique, and entertaining. And they do this not by stepping on Peter and destroying the existing Peter Parker, but by establishing Miles as his own thing in his own films. Yes, Peter dies in Miles' reality, but still it manages not to shit on Peter as he exists in order to lift up Miles. To make the declaration that Peter Parker is no longer the main Spider-Man in his own games is going to piss a lot of people off, and it already has. It seems like a very unwise decision. Why and who is making these decisions around narratives and the direction of story? Meet Sweet Baby Inc. Founded in 2018, Sweet Baby Inc. is a narrative development and consultation studio based in Montreal and working around the globe. Our mission is to tell better, more empathetic stories while diversifying and enriching the video games industry. We aim to make games more engaging, more fun, more meaningful, and more inclusive for everyone. Pay close attention to the language that is used. Better, more empathetic, more engaging, more self-righteous, more. They will usher in the perfect utopia of more. The perfect balance of exactly equal and diverse characters in every game, movie, and TV show ever. All games and media that came out before are automatically worse than what we do, because we are more betterer You will love our utopian vision, or we will ghost you, cancel you, and lower your social credit score.
Like even just like the little emojis that happen, like all the team just coming up, dreaming up this stuff, and like every single person in the team loves Haley. Every single person.
Yes, everyone at the company just loves Haley, because anyone who worked at Insomniac who would dare question any of this in even the slightest capacity and not show absolute conforming allegiance would be fired, canceled, shamed, and blocked by every other person working at the company and the entire mainline gaming industry. But we're totally not a cult. Diversity really just translates to conformity of thought. You dare not like the wrong tweets on Twitter. You dare not follow Joe Rogan on Instagram, or we're gonna fire you. So 3 games that Sweet Baby Inc. has worked on are
I'm a little baby.
Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, and God of War Ragnarok. My question would be, if they were tasked with writing a Black Panther game, would the pressure to create a utopian level diversity be applied equally to Wakanda itself? Alan Wake 2, within the first 30 minutes of the game, you can feel the progressive exposition being jammed down your throat with shallow, idiotic writing.
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled.
Miles is a better and stronger Spider-Man, and Saga Anderson is a better, if not the best detective, and the game lets you know it immediately. Can't just let characters exist on their own merit within their own stories. We must push to infinitely make things more better and more better and more better.
So you can inject things that maybe they aren't familiar with, or maybe they don't know they want, but make them like that stuff. So like,
I'm a little baby.
No,
I'm an idiot.
To inject things people don't want into what they want and expect. I'm pretty sure that's how propaganda works. That's essentially the entertainment version of lacing drinks. The way this dude uses language is also kind of disturbing from a psychological point of view. We will make them like that stuff. You will like it. You will accept it. That's fascistic type of languaging. That's totalitarian and pathologically narcissistic. He doesn't just let things stand on their own and accept people either liking or not liking what they create. Constructive criticism can only come from people who hold the right labels. Otherwise, it's just labeled as hate. The consumer must like it. They will make you like it.
Because I'm always scared. Like, am I going to offend somebody? Am I doing this? Are we doing something wrong? Last thing I ever want to do is to try to do something great and then offend somebody. So it's just, I'm glad that.
He's so scared of offending people, which translates to he is scared of going against woke orthodoxy and paying the ultimate price for it. Offending somebody is the ultimate sin in his mind. The price of that sin is being cast out, canceled, and erased by the hive mind which he belongs to. It's basically like if Venom and the symbiotes were virtue signalers. I think reducing a deaf person down to emojis in order to show expression when they are on the screen is literally actually offensive and just straight up weird. And that's my prediction for the direction these ideologues are heading. They're just going to end up pissing more and more people off, and it's just going to eventually backfire on them. That's my prediction. But sadly, I think things will get significantly worse before they get better. But I do think things swing on a pendulum back and forth. So yeah, if they keep bastardizing beloved franchises, it's not gonna work out for them in the long run. That's my prediction. Anyways, that's my thoughts for today. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below, and bye.
So wrapped up in my own life, I never thought about yours!